زنی هر دم شانه مجروح گردم یه زنی هر دم شانه دل دارم دارم خانه مجروح گردم یه زنی هر دم شانه مجروح گردم یه زنی هر دم شانه بر حلقه مویم دست اسیرم میرم خونی دل اینو سر هر دندانه میرم خونی دل اینو سر هر
Thank you very much. My hair is Good Hair Day today. For those of you who are not familiar, I am Rita. Yes, thank you. You know me. I come from Tel Aviv, but I was born in Tehran. And when I was 8 years old, my family moved us to Israel, and there I'm a very, very successful and humble singer. And the song that I just sang to you, Shané, is about a comb, and the lover in this beautiful poem, which my mother used to read to me when I grew up in Tehran, was about the lover telling the other lover, don't comb your hair, your messy, frizzled hair, because in between the knots is my beating heart. And if you comb it, it was literally very intense. And if you comb it, it will bleed. And in our Parashat this week, it's Parashat Korah. Korah was a very influential person. He was a very nice person. He was born in Tehran. And he was the cousin of Moshe Rabbeinu and Aharon HaKohen, the high priest. And Korah was very jealous because he felt that he came from the same, from the same espunk. And yes, he came from the same sperm, you know what I mean. So why is he more important? Why is Aharon and Moshe more important than Korah? And Moshe and Aharon were so humble that they agreed to have a rematch of the spiritual leadership. And so the next day, Korah arrived with 250 other Persians, and they all came with a coal pan, machta. And they performed the ritual of Aharon, the high priest, which is lighting fire to this machta, and the match was on. But suddenly, there was a huge earthquake, and the earth just opened up and swallowed Korah and the 250 Persians whole. Now, I don't know who here has ever been swallowed whole, but you know, like it's a very out-of-body experience, and after that, you die. And now the Mishnah asks about Korah, what is a good controversy, and what is a bad controversy? Because not all controversies are bad, and the Mishnah says that a good controversy is like Hillel and Shané. Have you heard of them? Very famous power couple around the first century stages of the Mishnah. They're very nice people. They were born in Tehran. And they used to argue all the time. And even though the ruling was always in the favor of Hillel, Shané never stopped arguing with him. And the Mishnah says this is a good controversy. And what is a bad controversy? That is the controversy of Korah. But still, it's a little hard to understand. What does a Korah controversy mean? And so Rabbi Ovadia of Dvar Torah, a very famous Mishnah commentator, very nice person. He was born in Tehran. And he says that the aftermath of these people is the actual message about their controversies, because Hillel and Shané lived to a very, very old age of 40 at the time. And they kept arguing to the last of their days. But the Korah controversy wasn't like that, because one of the sides had to die. And that means that there is no actual space for two or more opinions to be heard without the other one being entirely eliminated. And I think maybe my mother knew what she was doing when she talked to me about this poem, when she sang it to me when I was a little girl in Tehran. And there is something about undoing all the knots and the frisky hairs and those things that don't disagree with the teeth of the comb. And there is something deeply rupturing about it. That it can make things bleed if we don't let them stay frizzled and complicated and God knows. And I think maybe, Chazal don't say this, but I think maybe this is why Hashem, God, gave us a very special gift. The Jew throw. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.